What is good, everyone? Welcome back to Cleveland Sports Unfiltered. And just like that, the Cavaliers fall to the New York Knicks by the final score 121 to 108. And we are seeing the repercussions of playing with your food in the earlier rounds and also playing with your food in game one, and we're on the verge of getting the broom. Not, and it's inevitable. We're gonna lose. This team is the. You could tell the rest helped, and again, that's why I said playing with your food. But we're gonna get to that. Um, they look like the more rested team. They came out the more hungrier team. They wanted it better. They wanted it more than the Cavs did. They were the more feistier team. They do they were the team that came out like they were down 0-2. They came out like they were down 0-2. Completely took that phenomenal Cleveland crowd out of it. You hear Richard, you hear Legs, and everybody always praises Rocket Arena and the Cleveland fans for being one of the loudest venues in basketball, and it's true. Gave us nothing to cheer about. I wasn't there obviously, but I am a fan, so it gave us nothing to cheer about. Just lethargic, indecisiveness, uh, yeah, just nastiness on the turnover side. It all around ugly, ugly game. You look at the turnovers, 17 turnovers. Again, points over turnovers. Both teams had 19 points. Fast break points got demolished. We continue to get demolished in fast break points. And I wonder, do they consider points off of made shots as fast break points? Because we continue to give that shit up. We continue to give that shit up every time the Knicks score the basket. I mean, we score the basket right down the court. The Knicks go and either get a foul call or get points, and it was just absolutely ridiculous, man. Largest lead, 17. We never led at once in this ball game. Kept keeping it close, but and you could just tell we didn't want it. They gave up at the end. I was like a minute or so to go. Once they gave up and let Jalen Brunson get a wide open layup and Cat just running down the court, just laughing at y'all. Yeah, yeah. And for the third straight year, man, we ran into a buzzsaw again. Ran into a buzzsaw and the team on the heater. And hey, man, we just it is what it is. But I'm not gonna use that as an excuse for you guys coming out lethargic, half-assed, lackadaisical, and just all around absolutely trash. And you look at the 3-point percentage, man. They were 39%. They were 11 to 28. We were 12. Yeah, we made more three. Yeah, we made one more three, but we took way more threes. We took 41 threes and only made 12. Key shots by Landry Shamet to coil any run at the end. Mikael Bridges, man, shout out to him and shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. I don't want that to be lost in this video on the Cavs because this is the Cavs video, but I always do like to give opponents well due respect because when they come out and take it and earn it, we gotta give them their respect. I mean, you just look at the stats. Look it all around, just outplayed us. They just outplayed us, man. And you look at their players. I mean, everybody contributed. Everybody. Look at this. OG Ananobi, 21 points. Uh, 21 points on 6 of 10 shooting, 3 of 4 from the three, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. And you look at Josh Hart, 35 minutes, 12 points. He had 5 of 12, 2 of 7 and 3. 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. It was a +3. Everybody outside of Jordan Clarkson, Jose Alvarado, and Mitchell Robinson, everybody else that came into the ball game were a plus. OG +11, Josh Hart +3, Cat was the biggest +23, Jalen Brunson +15, Mikal Bridges, who had a phenomenal fucking game, +19. Mikal Bridges at 22 points on 11 of 15 shooting. He only took 1 3 and missed. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. They wanted him more. They wanted the Lord. And then Landry Shamet down in that fourth quarter. I don't know if he made all 4 of his threes in that fourth quarter, but he killed us in the fourth quarter. 28 minutes, 14 points, 4 or 5, all of them from the three. He had a rebound, 3 assists. And you look, then you just turn around and look at the Cavs, man. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm looking at, but nothing, nothing positive. You you got Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, he inserted himself way too late. Yeah, he had 24 points, 10 of 18, shooting 1 of 6 from three, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, 5 turnovers. You guys cannot. It's gonna happen. Dean Wade got a 0 for Dean Wade game. It is what it is with Dean. Jared Allen, 17 points on 7 of 9, shooting 3 or 4 from the line, 7 rebounds. Yeah, he didn't play. He didn't play too bad. The bigs played well. The bigs played. The bigs played well. Looking at it, Donovan Mitchell, absolutely, rightly so, the biggest plus minus on the floor at a -22. 23 points on 21 shots, 9 of 21, 3 of 10 from 3, 2 of 6. Guys, got to make your goddamn free throws. Don, you got 10 free throws. You only made 3? 3 of 10? 3 of 10. And then you got guys like Sam Merrill and Max Strus, who's out here in the series getting outshot by Josh fucking Hart and OG Anunoby. Josh Hart and OG Anunoby is out here outgunning our snipers. It's absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Sam only took, I know Sam, you look at the box scores, Sam was 2 of 4 of 3. You need more. Max Strus in 31 minutes. Yeah, he gave 13 points, but he gave it up to you on 12 shots, 4 of 11 from 3. Yeah, he had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a lot of bogus calls went against Max, man. I'm not going to shit on Max too much, but the only thing I'm going to criticize him for is getting outshot by Josh Hart. But when you out here chasing Jalen Brunson and getting grabbed and getting pushed by Brunson and the refs just staring there, but, hey, man, he's a superstar player. You're not. He's going to get those calls, and you're not. It is what it is on that. Jalen Tyson, he came in for 9 minutes, 1 or 2, 0 1 on 3, 1 on 1 from the free throw line. Yeah, rebound and 1 assist. He was literally outside of him and Dennis, them two were literally the only pluses at +2 for Dennis and +3 for Jalen, which I don't know why JT doesn't get more run, because he only committed 1 personal foul. He only took 2 shots, made it. He did some little hustle plays, creative. He only had 1 turnover, but I don't know. Maybe he's in Kenny's doghouse or something. Maybe that what happened to him in the series against the Pistons with the Isaiah Stewart situation. Maybe that soured Kenny on him. I don't fucking know, but I do think JT deserves to get a little bit more run time than what he's getting, because you got to look for something, man. You got to look for something. I thought this series that Keon Ellis was get more time. Didn't happen at all. But again, man, shout out to the Knicks. They wanted it more than we did. They out here. They out hustled us. They out physical us. They just all around just took it to us, man. You look at the points per quarter, man. You got 37 for the Knicks. You got 37 in the first. 23 was the only time they were under 30, and then you got in the second, and then in the third quarter 31, the fourth quarter 30. Is I mean, where's the defense? Where was the defense? Giving the backdoor cuts and now some of the contested threes, I'm not going to complain about because make or miss league, but man, where's the defense? And again, Max Struess, Jalen Tyson, you two, I'm adding you to this too because you were like top 5 3-point percentage shooter this year. But Sam Merrill, Max Struess, and Jalen Tyson, you all, and I'm not gonna really add Jalen in there because coach not giving him much tick, obviously. So, but our two guns, man, you cannot get outgunned by Josh Hart and OG Ananobi. Their auxiliary players is outplaying our auxiliary players. Of course, look at all of our lead. If you look at our leading scores, you see Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, the core four. You got one person that's not a part of the core four, and Max Strus who gave you 13 points, and then if you look at the other side, you look at the Knicks and Nobi 21, Hart 12. Uh, Cat is one of their stars. So outside of Brunson and Towns, again Hart 12, no Ananobi 20, 21, Mikal Bridges 22, and Landry Shamet 14. You got three other guys plugging in for the start, and the star still showed up. Um, I really can't leave with any positivism. It's not a word, but whatever. Can't have any positiveness from this game, from this series. But again, this series and the way this series is going all started with you guys playing with your food early in the first 2 rounds because the Toronto series should have been over in 5, and the uh, Piston series should have been over in 6. And if that game and the Piston series would have went over in 6, you guys would have had a good 3 to 4 days extra to be rested up. But you guys want to sit. You guys want to play with your food. Yeah, you got the big win in Game 7. Got to your first Eastern Conference Finals. And now the fatigue and I don't know. Donovan says he's not hurt, but he's bullshitting. He's hurt. Or the fatigue is catching up with you. But all around, man, we just don't have it. We just don't have it. Um, I'm really trying to look at some positives, but again, it's inevitable, man. Once we lose this series, because it is inevitable, we're gonna lose. Um, First, tip your cap to the Knicks. Respect to the Knicks. No Knicks slander. It won't be from me. No, I won't be having any Knicks slander because they earned it. They wanted it. But the other thing is too, it is more than likely time for the LeBron James discussion and the Giannis discussion. You want to get far, you need alpha dogs. Donovan showed you what a Donovan led team gets you, and it got us to this point. But then the inevitable happens once we get farther into a playoff series or into the playoffs. His playing style, the way he plays, the way he attacks, it shows and it wears him down. You need somebody who can take the physicality. Not saying he can't. I'm not saying he's soft or not putting that label on him or anything. I'm just you can tell it physically wears on him. But you need a Giannis or LeBron to come alleviate that pressure, man. But whenever the game is over, whether it's in 4 or in 5 in New York, um, we'll be having a LeBron discussion and Giannis discussion on should the Cavs pursue both. And I know I've seen LeBron liking a coming home post a few days ago. So hopefully that's a good sign. But that what a storybook ending that would be. But he will leave so much pressure. Him and Giannis will leave so much pressure off them. But we will have those talks once we lose. I'm sorry to not to be positive and take some silver linings out of it, but I try, and I know I said I'm not going to overreact, but it's not overreaction, man. It's just this is coming to reality. It's just reality. We're gonna lose, whether it's swept, gentlemen swept. It is what it is. Um, I'm not gonna trip about it, but again, you seen the results of what playing with your food gets you, and it's getting you on the verge of getting swept, heading home soon, and who knows what the future is going to hold. Donovan is up for a 4-year super max, or he can wait one more year and sign a 5-year super duper max. But and you're going to give James a maybe 2-year, $100 million plus 50 some million guaranteed a year. I really really don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know, but the Giannis discussion is there too. Where do you trade the two bigs for Giannis? All of those discussions will be had once this series is done and over, because no team has ever come back from 3-0. And I know that some of us, not me, will have this. Hey, man, this team did it before. Let me correct y'all on that right now. This team hasn't done anything like that. This organization, yes. This team, no, no, because I don't see prime LeBron walking through that door. Prime LeBron is not walking through that door. So we can hype ourselves up to thinking we can win, and I know, I'll be hyped once we win a game. If we win a game, I'll be hyped. Um, I'll probably con myself into thinking we can do it. Try to have that 2016, take it one game at a time mindset. But for right now, I'm not upset. Just damn. Just wish we would put up a better effort. Wish we can go out much better. But again, third straight year running into a team that's on the absolute heater. But you know, lots of discussions will be had in off season, and just a all around disappointing series, especially losing that game one, man. You keep if you win that game one, these two games really wouldn't be too much of a difference, man. You be down 2-1. Maybe that's it. You'll be down, not maybe, but you win that, you'll be down 2-1. But hey, man, we can't change the outcome now. All we can do is continue to sit here and root for our Cleveland Cavaliers and hope they can pull something out. You never know. Um, I have no hope for you guys. I have no hope myself, so that is just what it is. But that's just my thoughts about that game in this series. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Give me your thoughts. Do you think we're good enough to come back down 0-3? Be honest and be honest. Do you? But leave your thoughts in the comments. Leave your anger. Leave everything you got. And also, while you doing that, make sure you hit that like button and continue to smash that subscribe button so we can continue to get this content out to a broader audience. But you guys know what I'm about to tell you. You guys don't gotta go home. So I gotta get the hell up out of here. Until next time, y'all. Peace.